Running, 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 running. Always gotta keep it running.
Running, 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 running. You can tell that I run it.
What's going on, everyone? My name is Drew, and today I'm back with another video. As always, I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. And if you guys enjoy the video, smash that like button down below. As you guys can see by the title of the video, I'm going to be telling you guys the story of the 5th grade gangster. Now, let me rewind the story all the way back to when I was in 5th grade. I had a best friend named Roman. You guys have seen him in a couple of videos. He's Mr. Steal Your Chick. Just in case you guys wanted to add him on PSN or something. But anyway, so we were best friends, you know. It was 5th grade, so to elementary schoolers, you know, we were at the top of the charts. Like, it was our prime. We were in our prime, guys. Everyone liked us. We were popular, and we like to set trends. Back when Gangnam Style was huge, we even made a parody about it, but I guess none of us had cameras back in the day. I say back in the day. But none of us had cameras in elementary school that would actually, like, make good parodies. So, that's aside from the point. But anyways, we decided that we wanted everyone to wear purple on one day just to make it, like, really cool. And we were, for some reason, I don't really know. We were obsessed with Australians and the Australian accent. So we always used to speak in, like, Australian accents every time. So we had a little chant. I don't know if you're Australian, comment down below. We used to do like an Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. I forgot where we got that from. I might have seen it in a TV show. But anyways, we would chant that. And here's where the story gets a little bit complicated, but don't worry, I'm going to explain it in some detail. Now, in my school, there were a couple different grades. Like 4th and 5th grade were intermingled into different classes. 3 different classes, but all of them had 4th and 5th graders in it. And then as well as 3rd and 2nd and 1st and kindergarten. Now, well, we had units. So Unit A would be the little kids. Unit B would be like the 9 or 8 and 9, 10-year-olds. And then Unit C was like the older kids, the 4th and 5th graders. So in Unit C, you only got one recess. And every Friday, there would be an opportunity to have a citizenship recess, which meant if you were good through the entire week, then you would be able to have recess on that Friday. However, we had this really weird discipline system that I've never heard anybody else have before, where there's this thing called the Red Book. And if you were doing anything bad, being unsafe, no matter if it was in the classroom or if it was outside, the teacher would ask you to sign the Red Book. And basically, if you sign the Red Book twice, I think it was probably 3 times at the beginning of the year, but then they cracked down. So if you signed the Red Book twice, then you would not be able to go to that citizenship recess. And so I remember it was me, Roman, and a couple of other 4th graders. Keep in mind, we were 5th graders at this time, though, so we were really influential. We were outside, and for some reason, the staff at our school started getting really lazy with having a citizenship recess. And we have a massive playground, guys. We have actually like 2 little playgrounds, court, like basketball courts in the middle, and then we have a massive field like kickball and soccer and everything. It's just completely massive. So I remember the day, it was a little bit wet, so no one really wanted to get on the swings or anything. We weren't allowed to go into the field because there were still puddles, but they still wanted us to play. But there weren't any balls, so it's like, what can we do? Once all the swings fill up, then it's basically not even fun anymore. So we decided to keep active and still just walk around the blacktop or the concrete that we could stay on. And keep in mind, guys, I'm 10 or 11 years old here. We were walking, and I was approached by a teacher who told me to disperse. We had about 9 people with us, all black. Most of them were black. We had a few white guys with us, guys. And I don't know if this might have concerned race or anything, but it was a pretty even amount. We had a pretty diverse group here, but we were all guys, you know. A majority of us were wearing purple, like I said, because we wanted people to wear purple that day. Funny enough, me and Roman were actually the only 2 that didn't wear purple. I couldn't find my Minnesota Vikings t-shirt, my favorite lucky purple t-shirt. But anyways, we weren't wearing purple. So back to the point. Here I am, 10 or 11 years old, getting confronted by a teacher, and you know what she says to me? She says, could you guys please... No, I don't even remember a please. She said, you guys need to disperse because you look like a G-A-N-G. So, of course, I'm like, I'm playing dumb. I'm like, what's that? And she's like, a gang. Are you serious? How am I an 11-year-old, guys? An 11-year-old. How am I going to look like a gang? A gangster? Are you serious? Like, So we all decide at this point there's probably 2 basketballs for everyone in the entire playground, guys. So we happen to get one of them, right? We all go to the basketball court because, you know, we can still talk there. And she tells us to, like, no, that's not okay. It's like, are you serious? How are we not going to be able to play basketball with each other? I mean, even if we didn't play basketball with each other, like, it's kind of dumb. We didn't have to disperse. And, like, seriously, walking around the playground, how do we look like a gang doing that? And it got to the point where she wouldn't even let us, like, socialize with each other. It was like, no, you guys need to split up, which I think it's really dumb. If I was the same way, if I had the same personality that I do have right now, I definitely would have said something. But considering in elementary school that I was, like, extremely shy, I didn't say anything. But it just comes down to the concept. It's like, how do I look like a gangster when I'm 11 years old? Just because I'm hanging out with my friends, like, and I don't know if it was anything, but, like, all the girls were allowed to hang out with each other, all in massive groups, right? But as soon as we do it, then it's not okay. And then I remember there's probably another 4-square ball. There's only a couple, there's like 5 4-square courts, but they only brought 1 ball out. So someone gets done playing with the ball, so we're going over there, and apparently it's completely banned for us to, I guess, play together. So we can't play basketball with each other, we can't play 4-square with each other. So basically there's nothing to do. And for some reason it was a little bit ignorant again, but the teacher comes up to me and she says, you know, guys, this is citizenship recess. I know all of you are good, but you shouldn't be walking around like that because you look like a gang. And that's what really, looking back at it, it really makes me mad, because how is a 10-year-old gonna look like a gangster? How are we gonna look like a gang just because we have maybe 9 friends hanging out together? And it just blows my mind that something like that would have happened, because it just doesn't make any sense to me, especially considering the circumstances that we had. And I guess it's different because different elementary schools do different things, and I think that definitely some of those have been put in play about my elementary school, because we had a complex disciplinary system. I'd like to think of it as complex. I've never heard of anything else like it, but it blows my mind how I look like a gangster when I was 11. I mean, I had to be 10 or 11, and considering, like, I don't know, guys, it just makes me kind of mad. And just saying, if I literally had the personality that I do have today, I would have said something. And I'm not gonna name that teacher because, first of all, I don't know if this may have, like, played with it too, but I'm the youngest out of 3, and apparently my sister had that teacher before, and my mom is very quote outspoken, so she went and said something to the teacher. And I also almost got placed in that class at the beginning of the year, but my mom also said something to the people who made the classes, just specifically for me not to be in that classroom as a homeroom. Which, you know, I was growing up with my sister. We were in elementary school for maybe a year or 2, and she had, like, this awesome teacher. He was pretty cool. I think he retired after I went to 5th grade, but I had him in 4th grade, and he was on, like, a timeshare or something with another teacher, so he was still there some of the time. But the way that we had it was that you had a homeroom, and you went to the homeroom most of the time. You had kind of like electives, and there were other classes at the end of the day that you either rotated through 3 classes, like you either stayed in your same class or you went to 2 different ones. And that teacher was just, I don't know, she's a little bit crazy, I'd like to say. But it's still, guys, it really blows my mind how I look like a gangster when I was 5 years old, or 5th grade? Yeah, 5th grade, guys. So, you guys can go look at Roman. He's got Mr. Steeler Chick. You guys should encourage him to start a YouTube channel. And also, shout out to Landon and Brady. You guys know who you are, so if you guys have YouTube channels, you guys know how to contact me. So if you guys want me to, I will link your channels in the description below. But other than that, if you guys like the video, drop a like down below, and comment if you guys want to see more of these, because I think I'm going to start telling more stories on my channel. Comment what you guys want to see, because I will definitely keep doing gameplay. And also, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So as always, I'll see you guys next time.